we can start with the hard times we're living in. I mean, it's no secret that times are dark and grim. And in addition to that, we're suffering from a government that's in paralysis. And so makes it all a pretty grim time. But I think the happy thing that we're pretty proud of is that here, for this week, we're going to see work from artists that, even though their work might be reflective of these hard times, there's not paralysis here. In fact, they're breathing life into fresh new stories that I'm happy that you're going to be able to see. Sundance as a place is where it all started back in 1980 when I started the labs. So I think probably, maybe unconsciously, that what the look and feel of this place probably carries a little of that interest forward. In terms of what's going on there, I think in terms of Mitt Romney, I mean, I'm not going to get into politics. I mean, the fact is, you can see with the debates going on, it's a mushroom cloud of ego hovering over everybody. It's kind of silly and stupid, and I'm sorry about it. But we don't get into that. Mitt Romney can go see what he wants to see. If he likes the Transformers, great, it's there for him. But that's not where we are. Well, I don't know that there was ever so much as a gap as just the independent film was an addition to what existed. I mean, the mainstream was the mainstream, and it was never meant to go against it. It was meant to just create an alternative to it. It would maybe enhance the broader category of film in general. But what's happened is that, along with newspapers, which have declined, the print journalism has declined, but so have major studios. They've declined, and to the point of almost not even being in business anymore. So that's what's happened with them. We've been where we've been all along. Nothing's changed on our end except maybe more opportunities. And I think I see that. More opportunities exist now for independent film than ever did before. And that has a lot to do with the mainstream or the major studios kind of falling away and not being, some are just clearinghouses these days. So times change, and that's what's happening.
I had a personal favorite, the one that's playing tonight, opening night, Hello, I Must Be Going. I found very heartwarming and charming, and it's about a 35-year-old woman that's down on her luck and moves back in with her parents and has an affair with a 17-year-old friend of the family. So, I'm gonna like all the girl movies. So, I loved That's What She Said, directed by Carrie Preston. I just thought it was kind of raunchy and fun, and I love meeting Carrie Preston and the way she approached the film. Arbitrage with Richard Gere. I thought that was really stylish, and I love seeing Richard Gere sort of back in this role. Even on the smaller films, Beast of the Southern Wild is a very lyrical, beautiful film, sort of telling the story of America through a small coastal kind of colony in Louisiana. So like, it's not the bayou, because it's not officially the bayou, but that kind of story. What else? I mean, they're all my favorites. Like, it's like they're our children right now.
Those artists that are more in the mainstream, like Willis, they're more associated with mainstream stuff. I mean, but the fact that they're here suggests that they're here in films that are more independent, because we're independent. I mean, we are the only festival that is strictly independent. So therefore, when you see names, Susan, who's a friend, she's in my film, as a matter of fact, that I just finished. But when you get Spike Lee, and you get Stephen Frears, you get actors who are here. I think they're all coming here in the same kinds of films. They're independent. So I guess you can say that that's really a good sign, as long as it's not misinterpreted, that we've gone mainstream. That's never been the case, but sometimes we've been accused of that. John Cooper, who's my driver,
John obviously